Hello, and you're very welcome back to the Faithful podcast. My name is Liam White, and today we're going to be looking back on the weekend's action in the Offaly Division 1 Football League finals. Edenderry took on Tullamore in the Division 1 final at the weekend. Tullamore were on a big winning streak. 4 years they were on a winning streak in the Division 1 League campaign, and that was ended at the weekend by Edenderry. A very chaotic way. Everybody loves a last minute winner. And that came in the form of Caelan Bryan coming off the bench and landing 1-1, including a last-minute goal to seal victory for Edenderry in a game that finished 3-5 to 1-10. I think it'd be fair to say it probably wasn't the best game of football ever played. I was in Croke Park for the All-Ireland semi-final between Kilkenny and Tips, so I only kind of saw the last couple of minutes that were played. I did see the goal at the end, which I suppose from that perspective it looks dramatic, but obviously there probably wasn't that championship feel to it. You know, you're kind of hoping that a game just before we set foot for the championship in 2 weeks' time that you get a bit of a championship feel to it, but it just didn't feel like that really throughout the game. It was 2-2 to 7 points at half time, and it really just wasn't a game that was looking like it was really going anywhere. You know, it was a bit slow and a bit timid, to be honest with you. And look, you can't blame them either. You know, it is a league game. You know, you don't want to be getting players injured before the start of championship, especially when you look at the fact that Tullamore also are a dual club who will be playing senior hurling as well and have a Division 1 relegation match against Kennedy this week actually, and they'll have championship starting for them in a couple of weeks' time. And Edenderry are a junior hurling club as well. You know, they were playing intermediate there last year and the year before as well. So like, you know, I suppose from their perspective they don't want to be getting players injured for that either. You know, but yeah, look, listen. Although maybe not the best game in hindsight, it's still a fantastic win for Edenderry to get a bit of silverware, to get over that I suppose that little habit they've been building up recently of not beating Tullamore in a bit of a competitive match. So it was good for them to get a win. I thought Lee Pearson was probably the best player on the pitch. I thought he looked good, to be fair to him, in at the back line. But I suppose after that it was a bit wasn't the best game ever played. Now you do also have to take into consideration who wasn't playing in this match. You know, you got to take into perspective the fact that the likes of Killian Burke wasn't playing for Tullamore. Darren McDade wasn't playing. Harry Plunkett wasn't playing. You know, Declan Hogan is injured at the moment. Michael Brazel not there. So, you know, Dermot Egan, I think, wasn't playing either. So, you know, like there was a lot of players missing on the side of Tullamore. Now, look, Tullamore have a fantastic squad. They have a fantastic panel. So I suppose from that perspective, then you'd be saying, well, they should be still be doing better than that. But they are big players to be missing. And look, they're getting players back as well who've just had a long grueling season with Offaly as well, you know, and went far enough in the Tailteann Cup at the quarterfinal stages, and you know we're playing in the league campaign as well for them. So some of them were playing Sigerson Cup as well. So like, you know, you can't expect them to be absolutely fluid and solid throughout. Only just coming back into the team either. So you know they'll be Tullamore won't lose sleep over this. You know they'll be more worried about their championship starting in 2 weeks' time. For Edenderry, it's good to get a bit of silverware going into the season. You know, it's never a bad thing to win something. But yeah, no, look, for Edenderry, you know, scoring 1-3 in the second half, probably not the best reflection, considering I think they had the wind in the second half. But nevertheless, look, a win is a win, and to score 3 goals against Tullamore is still impressive enough, to be fair to them. Aaron Murphy got a goal after 4 minutes. Sean Doyle then sent in a second goal after the 20th minute. A nice build-up between Furlong and Cormac Egan for their goal then on the 35th minute, which looked like it could have been enough to see them over the line, but obviously with Edenderry pushing on and getting 1-1 from Caelan Bryan in the last couple of minutes, it was enough to see them over the line and to claim the cup. But obviously both sides will want improvements going into the championship season, but yeah, fair play to them. Yeah, in the Division 2 League final, Clara saw off Cap and Cor, getting the revenge on Cap and Cor from last year's defeat in the final. And getting revenge over them after the defeat in the championship semi-final last year as well. A good 6-point win as well for Clara. Plenty of positives to take from that. I know their big aim this year will be to get out of the Senior B. You know, they'll see themselves as a Senior A club. They are a Senior A club traditionally, and be great to see them back. You know, with some of the players that they do have at their disposal. You know, they still got players like Edward Cullen, who was an All-Ireland under-20 winner a couple of years ago. Barry Egan, who was an All-Ireland winner with Offaly and hurling last year, you know, is a very good footballer as well. You know, Conor Doyle's a great dual player as well, you know, so Marcus Dalton, you know, terrific footballer. So yeah, no, there's plenty of positives there from him. So good win for Clara there. And elsewhere, Road pulled off a magnificent comeback to take down Clody Gales in the Division 4 final. I was covering that game myself for the Tullamore Tribune, and Clody Gales were winning 2-8 to 1-2 at half time, but then Road turned it around in the second half, got some unbelievable goals, and it was a terrific win for them to get over the line there, and sets them up nicely for the championship as well. And I suppose while we're here as well, we may as well mention the fact that bit of breaking news the last couple of days as well, that Mickey Harte is going to stay on as Offaly joint manager alongside Declan Kelly, which I think is a fantastic decision. It's a fantastic choice from his perspective anyways, and it's brilliant for Offaly GA that he is going to be remaining in charge. I know we obviously didn't win the Tailteann Cup this year, they'll have regrets over, say, the Laois result, which kind of put us on the more difficult side of the draw, getting an away quarter final. But for me, I still think we've made great progress this year. You take into account where we were in 2024 after losing to London in the championship, losing to Limerick, and losing all three of our Tailteann Cup group games, being literally one score away from being relegated to Division 4 in the league as well. The way we threw the Clare game away last year as well, after being up by so much at half time, we've made significant progress this year, beating Kildare twice, including in the league final in Croke Park. Great wins over Sligo, obviously, as well. And when you look at it in hindsight, regrets probably over the defeat to Meath in the Leinster Championship. But when you do consider where Meath are now, they're currently in an All-Ireland semi-final. You got to take into account the players that they do have, and they had a strong win that day as well in the second half. So, but that's a good sign that we are able to compete with teams like that, and it bodes well for the future, in my opinion. And things can start looking up for us now, going over the next year or two as well, with Mickey Harte and Declan Kelly there. So I think it's a great choice that we are keeping them on for another year, and hopefully it's the start of a good era in Offaly football with some of the young players we have coming through. Won the minor Leinster Championship this year as well, which will bring along further players as well. So it's plenty positives as we head into the championship now in 2 weeks' time. So just a short wrap up there of the goings on in Offaly football over the last couple of days. We'll be back in a couple of days' time for a full preview of this weekend's first round action in the Hurling Championship, with the likes of Ballinamere taking on Coolderry, Sir Kieran taking on Burr, St. Ryan is travelling to Shinrone, and Kilcormac Callaghy travelling to Belmount. So that's it all from me, from Liam White. Thanks a million for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned for more videos to come in the future. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll chat to you later.